Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. Yesterday was a holiday and my wife and I were driving all over the place, and all I noticed was spot checks here, people in handcuffs there, because people were drinking and driving or possibly doing drugs and driving. And I thought to myself, what better way than to have my next episode entitled 37 Ideas to Help You Stay Sober During the Holidays. And I just thought to myself, well, this would be the best way for me to help you, to help myself, to bring awareness to other people that there are better ways to celebrate holidays other than drinking and drugging. These are 37 ideas to help you stay sober during the holidays. But first, I want to give a shout out to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. Larry is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach with loads and loads of experience, over 30 years. You can go on, Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. He will help you from your addiction to your recovery, step by step, one day at a time. And he will never ever talk about your past. It is not a good idea to do that. He wants to focus on you today and tomorrow to make your life better, to help you take your life back. You let Larry know that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. Call him at 516-485-2741. And also go Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. GlobalEyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money, and now they are also focused on letting you try on frames at home. With their try on frame at home program, you can order frames shipped directly to your home so you can try them on in front of your mirror, in front of your friends, in front of your family. Pick the ones that you like. Those are the ones you're going to order lenses with. The ones you don't like, send them back to Global Eyeglasses, and they will give you a full refund for the frames. In the frame box, when you get the frames, you'll have a label to return the frames to. Now, you do need to absorb the postage to return those frames, but the label will have the address where to send it to in New York. So, go to www.globaleyeglasses.com, pick a few frames, get them sent to your home, try them on, show them to your friends, go in front of the mirror. The ones you don't like, send them back for a full refund. The ones you do like, we will put your prescription glasses in there, your progressives, your transitions, your photochromatics, your polarization, your line bifocal, your high index to make them thinner, your anti-reflecting coating. All that is available at globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. Folks, 37 ideas to help you stay sober during the holidays. For some people in recovery, the holidays can be tough. As time goes on, you'll notice that they become easier. The more time you put in, the more effort you put in learning how to live with recovery, how to each and every day make sobriety count in your benefit. You don't have to let unfulfilled expectations, stressful family dynamics, or crazy in-laws threaten your recovery ever. Not to mention all those holiday parties that people will invite you to. You just need a bit of preparation. Start planning your sobriety strategy now, and here are my tips to you. 37 of them. Sober holiday number 1. Remind yourself every single morning how good it feels to be sober. Plant that thought in your mind right now, and now think about it every single morning from this day on. Stick a note on your bathroom mirror to remind yourself to think about it every day. Every 24 hours you should be thinking about sobriety. I think about sobriety 24/7. This video, this episode to you in your living room, your kitchen, or wherever you might be watching me is my form of reminding me of sobriety. Sober holidays tip number 2. Keep your expectations realistic so you don't set yourself up for an emotional letdown. Getting sober doesn't mean life is instantly perfect, because it's not. Other people in your life probably haven't changed, and many of the conflicts that crop up at family reunions will doubtless crop up again. Accept it, roll with the punches, and rein in the urge of manipulate everything and everyone. It will be enough for you to take care of yourself and control yourself during sobriety. Sober holidays number 3. Tip number 3, plan activities other than sitting around and gapping. In many families, getting together for the holidays means sitting around and drinking. You don't have to be part of that. Investigate other options now. Movies, museums, holidays, concerts, skating, walks, sledding, sports, events can even help fill the time and is less and limits the stress. If weather keeps you inside, suggest activities that will keep everyone busy and focused, such as decorating holiday cookies, board games, or watching old movies. Sober holidays tip number 4, limit the amount of time you spend with relatives who make you crazy. Pick and choose. If everyone is gathering for the holiday, including your brother who drinks like a fish, plan in an overlap of just a day or 2. If he arrives on Christmas Day and stays a week, you can arrive a couple days before Christmas, help the host prepare, enjoy a Christmas Eve, and leave the next day. Sober holiday tip number 5. If you're traveling, go to meetings wherever you might be going. If you're the type that wants to go through those meetings for AA, try to make meetings in different locations. Introduce yourself, whether it's in New Jersey on your way to Virginia, or maybe in Maryland on your way to Virginia. Show up at a meeting. Find a meeting long before you even get there. You can Google. That information is available. This will give you a boost of support shot that you'll almost certainly need. The chance to say, sure, I love my family, but sometimes they drive me up the wall. Or talk about whatever else is almost on the plate that might drive you to drink. Sober holiday tip number 6. If the holiday means visiting your old hometown, take time to see old friends you enjoy. Avoid those old places you used to drink and drug. Make plans now for how you occupy your time while you're there, so you don't find yourself with the time to kill and fleeting thoughts of visiting people who are still drinking and drugging. Tip number 7. Remember that recovery zone you're in. If you're following the recovery zone system, remember there where you are in your recovery. Zone in on that. If you're in your early recovery, the red zone, you are bound to be a bit shaky. Don't push yourself to leave yourself open to temptation. It's okay to have a quiet holiday during this like recently was Memorial Day. 4th of July will be around the corner. Tip number 8, do a recovery zone recheck before holidays even get started. Think about the events coming up in the next few weeks. What situations could possibly set you up on a road towards relapse? Seeing your ex-husband at a party could do that. Seeing your ex-wife, having a fight with your mom or dad, having dinner with friends who drink. These are all things that could cause a relapse. Make a plan now for how to deal with these situations should you start feeling the urge. Tip number 9, if you're flying and feeling vulnerable, ask for help. No shame in that. If you're feeling vulnerable, ask for help. Planes don't have no alcohol section, so if you have to fly and you're getting shaky about that, do something about it. What to do? Ideally, fly with someone who knows you are in recovery and respects that fact, and that person will avoid drinking in front of you. Ask if he can help you change your seat. If anyone next to you, if he or she couldn't sit next to you, if anybody's sitting next to you that does drink seats, you can maybe switch those seats. Swapping seats is almost possible on any flight. Tip number 10, plan your own celebrations. If you aren't going traveling for the holidays, plan to celebrate with a local AA or NA friend or possibly a church. If you haven't been invited, do the inviting yourself. Just show up and say, hey, I'm here to share with you some stories. Tip number 11, take it easy. Get plenty of rest, watch what you eat, get your usual exercise, and take time for meditation, or meditation, I should say. Maintain your recovery routine as much as possible. Don't go outside your circle. Tip number 12, don't romance drugs and drinks. If everyone starts talking about the good old days, leave the room. Don't be involved in that. You don't want to start thinking about your drinking or using days. That can lead to preoccupation, obsession, and then to cravings, which you don't want to focus on. Keep your focus on your life right now, life in recovery. Tip number 13, be very careful about what you eat and drink. Alcohol doesn't become only, it doesn't only come in a glass or a bottle. It can come in bowls, plates, and what you don't know can hurt you. How much, one reason of course is that even a small amount of alcohol can trigger you. That's why I don't even take NyQuil. How much does it take? A tiny, tiny drop, even a tiny drop in a small glass. There is no definite answer, so the best to avoid alcohol and keep your risk as low as possible. Sober Holidays, tip number 14. Bring recovery reading when you travel. Get the book version of the Big Book, the recovery book, and other recovery literature on your phone or ebook reader, your Kindle, before you leave town. Number 15. Practice Tamers everywhere. Tamers stands for T, think about recovery, talk about recovery. A, act on recovery, connect with others. M, meditate and minimize stress. E, exercise and eat well. R, relax. S, sleep. So, focus on Tamers every day. Don't let up on your brain healing activities. Practice Tamers every day. Think about, T is for think about recovery, talk about recovery. A is act on recovery, connect with others. M is meditate and minimize stress. E is exercise and eat well. R is relax. And S is sleep. Number 16, make plan for dealing with cravings. Write up a list that works for you. Calling someone, reading recovery books, quick workout at the gym, and prayer. They should all work. Think about what has worked for you in the past and be sure to repeat what has worked. Number 17, remember that being in recovery doesn't mean instant heaven or perfect life. Coming to grips with the idea that sobriety is not an instant heaven is an important step in recovery. Most people with addiction expect their upside-down world to immediately turn right side up. That rarely happens. If you have been missing alcohol and drugs for a while, your brain may need several months or even longer to set itself right. Give yourself time to build a happy new life. Number 18, it's okay to tell people you are not alone or you're not in recovery. There's a lot of stigma these days to bring in recovery. Nearly everyone knows someone who is in recovery and very open to it. It's your choice. One reason to be open about it, if your friends don't know you're given alcohol, they may lead to temptation without intending. Sober Holidays, tip number 19, make a plan for staying sober at parties. Decide in advance that there is no way in the world that you will drink or use drugs in any event. Ask for help, your higher power, because you may need to do something about it. Excuse me 1 second. Sober Holidays, tip number 20. Stay sober at the party. Serve yourself. If you can, bring your own water bottle or your own glass of soda. So you don't even have to go near the bar to order. If you don't bring your own, when you arrive, head straight to the liquid refreshment and help yourself to a safe option. Keep your beverage in your hand for the rest of the time at the party and enjoy. Number 21, bring your own beverage. If the holiday celebration includes the use of alcohol beverages, such as wine at Passover, make sure that in advance that there are substitutes such as grape juice for everyone who doesn't want to drink the harder stuff. Number 22, stay sober at a party. Don't go it alone. Bring along a buddy or hired sober companion. Or take someone at the party into your confidence, the host, a friend, and even the waiter. Candor will serve you better than pride, embarrassment, or even guilt. Tell them that you can't drink and enlist them in as bodyguard. It will make the event easier for you and it will keep you from winding up with a relapse. Number 23, stay sober at the party. Curb resentment. You're almost sure to run into somebody who will say, do you mind if I drink? Your automatic answer probably will be no, I don't mind. The truth is, you probably do resent it. You're as good as the other guy. If he can drink, why can't you? You might be asking yourself. If you feel resentment building, make your excuses and find your sober buddy, slip into a meeting, or call or text a sponsor. Pull out your phone for a quick recheck and possibly do some reading. Or head home and immerse yourself in an online meeting. Number 24. Stay sober at the party. Be ready to leave at any time. Keep your car keys or your taxi fare in your pocket. Should you suddenly feel overwhelmed by temptation, leave immediately. Do not treat yourself, or test yourself, I should say. Number 25. Stay sober at the party. Take inventory the next day. The day after you go an event with alcohol, you may well fall into a self-pity mode. Why can't I have fun like all those other people that are getting drunk? Don't let those feelings and ideas simmer. They can push you right over the edge into a relapse where you don't want to end up. Number 26, try not to stress about holiday gifts or expenses. Try not to worry too much about giving the right gifts or having enough money to buy gifts. For the people who matter, just your love and your sobriety will be more than enough. Really, try not to get stressed out over spending lots of money on travel and other holiday expenses. Set a budget and stick to it. Number 27, be ready to return to your regular routine at any time. Schedule time to decompress after traveling. Try not to feel let down by return to the normal old routine. Remember that you have another brand new year to have a wonderful sober life. Number 28, stay in touch with sober friends. Make sure your phone is filled with the numbers of AA members and call them frequently to stay in touch. Number 29, find a meeting. Okay, we've said it before, but it bears repeating over and over and over again, because it works. Find a meeting. If a holiday gatherings with family or friends becomes drinking parties, head to the nearest meeting. No one will miss you, and the social drinkers will understand. Many AA clubhouses even have round-the-clock meetings on holidays. See where the closest meeting is and try to utilize that. Number 30, give thanks. Stop by a church or some quiet area like a beach, a lake, or a park, and spend a few minutes thanking your higher power for your sobriety and extending your life. Number 31, wish others happy holidays. Even if you're a bit shy, smile and wish those around you a happy holiday. It will lift your own spirits and create warm glow inside. Number 32, take a newcomer to lunch. Reach out to newcomers and take a newcomer to lunch or dinner and then to a meeting. If you're a newcomer, if you are a newcomer, take a newer newcomer. Say that 10 times quick. If you can't afford lunch or dinner, how about just a coffee? Number 33, remember your last drink. If the thought of drink does happen, first think it through. Remember your last drink, what happened, what repercussions might happen if you have another one, then call your sponsor immediately. Number 34, don't get hungry. Hungry is not a good thing. Angry, lonely, or tired. Don't let those feelings creep up. No matter how long you've been sober, addiction is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Again, constant watchfulness will help you. Number 35, be sure that there is plenty of light in your life. Keep the lights bright at home. Try to get out into the sun as much as possible. Light a cheery fire in the fireplace when the darkness and drabness can be psychologically depressing. And that is a proven fact, folks. Number 36, recite the Serenity Prayer often. Make sure that you have copies of your Serenity Prayer in your pockets or purse and on your phone. Paste it on the mirrors in your home, in your car. Pause for a moment and read it daily and repeat it. Last but not least, go to a meeting. Yes, that's what you need to do, is you need to go to that meeting. Folks, I want each and every one to know that as I passed yesterday with my wife through those checkpoints, going down Sunrise Highway, going on the LIE, and I noticed people in handcuffs, police just pulling people over. Why? Because these folks feel that life with drinks and alcohol is their only life. But if they only knew what you have just heard, those 37 reasons, how to have a good time during holidays without drugs and alcohol, if they only knew, life could be better for them. Some of them might be sitting in jail right now because they got pulled over. Some of them might have lost their car because their car was impounded. All the changes that I speak about daily all do happen with very small steps. You need to, first, like a baby, you need to crawl, then you need to walk and then run. Well, sobriety is the same thing. Start in small steps with the changes. And if you start thinking positive here, I promise you folks, everything in your life will start appearing positive. Those changes and positivity will all come together, and you'll see changes in your life, spiritually, financially, relationship, job-wise. All these things will happen very slowly, but they will happen. Folks, teach your children to say no to drugs and alcohol. Teach your grandchildren the same thing, and lead by example. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't use profanity, don't physically abuse in front of your children. Don't ever physically abuse no matter what, but don't drink, smoke, and use profanity in front of your children and grandchildren. Be the hero that they see through their little eyes. You are their role model. Lead by example. Folks, I hope to God that each and every one in my audience did get something out of these 37 reasons that I just spoke about to stay sober during holidays. And I hope to God that each and every one in my audience today has the best day in their life. But more importantly, I pray to my heavenly God that each and every one in my audience has a sober day today. And may God bless you.